Ndai will jump with Aguilar, and Senegal in white takes control. This is such a clash of styles and personnel, and every game Philippines plays is a game I want to watch. Here comes Ndoy. Normally never takes many shots. Here she takes the first shot and makes it.
Well, this, I was going to say before the game that the key for Senegal is to be very precise. They don't have to take chances feeding the post. They just have to be very precise, pass the ball away from the defense, and they will be able to get it inside against this smaller Philippines lineup. And you know the Philippines are going to harass, rush, try and get over those bodies and get hands involved.
The young Japeth Aguilar needs to learn a few histrionics. He tipped the ball out of bounds. It looked like it went out of his hands, 24-year-old. But the referee called it the other way, and he started celebrating. You need to have that malice. You need to have that little sense of, well, if he didn't see it, then it didn't happen.
Yeah, and he's got a lot of people he can learn from at this tournament. Just look like it should be yours.
Blatch, bad pass, back into his hands though. Chan. 5 to shoot. Blatch realizes now, drives. Oh, it's 2 points. 2 points, says Rocha. It's a goaltend by Dieng, and Dieng just cannot believe the call. Look at his face.
I don't think, well, I know the replay is going to come here. I actually thought Dieng knocked it onto the backboard. It still may have already been on the way down. Let's have a look. No, off the glass. Great call by the official. That's why they're here at the FIBA Basketball World Cup. They're far better at refereeing than me.
And a great shot by the production crew.
Absolutely.
Dalmeida, who must be exhausted. He's been playing hard all week long, seemingly more minutes each game than last. And the ball is tipped out of bounds. It belongs to the Philippines.
And there's an exact situation there where even that was Andre Blatch, the pass to the post was there. They just threw it in a little soft, threw it in a little sloppy, far too close to the defense.
Aguilar loses the handle. He can't against Dieng, and the rebound is by Ndai. Jean Dalmeida, one of the vets. Played in the Africa basket where this team ended up third. Phi offline, and Blatch takes a rebound. He's looking for another double-double. Leads the tournament. Leads all 24 teams with individual double-double games. Off Chang's knee, and now it's Senegal's ball.
The Philippines have to be very selective about when they actually look to make passes to the inside, when they attack the ring. They've got to move the defense first. They're going to be queuing up to challenge shots, and Blatch is probably the only one with the physicality, to get shots away in there, but they've got to move. And Senegal are a little prone to standing after 3 or 4 passes.
Everybody seems to not have quite yet broken a sweat in this game.
Same problem.
Overplays the defense, but back in the hands of Phi. They look for the alley-oop. Dieng ran out of time. Ran out of time.
Blatch did a great job not worrying about the mistake, got him back, and he challenged the shot, which forced Dieng to make a second move. Calls the 24-second. That's one of the things about Andre Blatch. He'll do the things that everybody has to do. He just works hard for this group.
He was asked to do that in the NBA. Oh, he now loses the handle. He's averaging 5 turnovers per game. Tenorio to the rim. No good. Rebounded by Hamadi Ndai, also playing with a bit of the after effect of a sore back. 5 games in 6 days won't make it any better. So I see Senegal right now playing at a pace that's unlike them.
Well, it's all a little bit too similar as they get the tip, a little bit too similar to the pace of yesterday's game, where Argentina just gave them, well, they beat them like a drum, basically, in every aspect of the game. So now it's just you want to see them just get a little bit more active. And there you go, get a block shot. And even Blatch, who a little pat on the head to say, yeah, you got me. Blatch hasn't had that happen to him in this tournament. That's what this Senegalese defense can do.
A little charge now, and now we see the backache, but it's Dieng who reaches for his lower back.
Well, Dieng, I like the fact he stood and took it, because he got caught yesterday for a couple of little weak fouls, really, on Scholar penetrations, but that time just stood his ground, took the charge.
Yeah, the game above the rim, which is something that Senegal can do, with about 4 of its 5 players on the court. Very little scoring in this game. Blatch, double team. Dalmeida, open three. It's short, and it's rebounded by Jeffrey Chan. Cross court to Tenorio. Oh, they're getting Tenorio some liberties here. And he takes advantage of it. Hey, you're not going to guard me, I'm going.
Absolutely, and then there's that selection if you want, because the defense was standing around and he just got into a nice little hole, little short jump shot.
Tenorio had a little incident with Papanikolaou of Greece and a foul by Pingris. And Tenorio's upset, and Rocha gave him a warning. It's Pingris' first foul. Mark is playing with a sore ankle. And you may not notice, but another shove. And this is getting feisty here. Fai and Pingris.
Part of the problem here is that Dalmeida's pass was just not great and gave Pingris a chance to go after it. Better post entry that time.
Oh, another pop. A slap by Blatch. The ball's on the floor. And we have a jump ball. And it belongs to the Philippines. The possession arrow favors the Philippines. So there's Mark Pingris doing what Mark Pingris does best.
And the surprising thing is that there's this little bit of feeling going on, but it's not being reflected in the tempo and the pace of the game. Neither team, if either of these teams had come out and played at that tempo that they've been more effective at, they could have been 8-9 points up at this point.
Instead, you've only had 8 points scored halfway through the first, combined. Chan inside the circle, trying to get himself on track.
That's exactly what we were referring to earlier on. You've got to chase this Philippines team off the three-point line if you're Senegal, in the full knowledge that you have so much help under the ring.
Dalmeida had a shot, passed it up. Fai, no good, rebounded by Dalmeida. Fai now throws a three, and it's good. Now Senegal takes the lead.
And I'd say the same thing the other way as well. You've got to pressure, and they will make mistakes if you take them out of their rhythm.
Tenorio, talk about rhythm now. Here we go.
And Tenorio, as we said, is probably having his best scoring international tournament.
Someone took the plexiglass off the rims. Aguilar just parked in the middle of the lane.
That's a shove. Pingris maybe overreacting, should we say. There's two unnecessary fouls.
Second foul. And Norwood comes in, normally the starter. He comes in for Pingris.
Much better balance to the lineup with Norwood, because he is much more of he's a slasher. He can score, even though he's known for his defense. He's a good slasher, as we saw in the Argentinian game, where he just gave us some real highlights.
Malay and Dai. Turnaround shot. Chan almost, I think, touched the ball on the way up.
Got a piece on the way up.
Yep. Tenorio.
Can't understand Senegal's approach.
Oh, look at that, up and under. Here comes Aguilar, yes! I love to see guards with low post moves. It makes the bigs so nervous.
Absolutely.
And they typically overreact.
Well, and they got big help there. This is how Aguilar got the rebound, because no one helped the helper.
A steal, Norwood. Over to Blatch. He lines up a three. Rebounded by Fai. He's giving Dalmeida a little breather, bringing the ball up court. Off the curl, off the screen by Dai. Rebounded by Blatch. Apparently, back to the Philippines. I thought that Blatch was the last one to touch it.
No, well, Blatch definitely had it, but I think in the contest for the glass, I think he just got knocked away. It's a beautiful little move, but there's the worry. And the good thing, if you select when to go and you draw a help, if there's no help rotation, someone's got a chance to get on the glass, which is what Aguilar did then. The signs aren't good. I just don't think that teams can start this placid in the way Senegal have, and then decide to pick it up halfway through. That they haven't shown they're that type of team.
Tenorio, turn-on shot, no good. Here comes Dalmeida, chased by Norwood. By the way, Deng has not been able to establish himself in the post. Faye with a three-pointer.
Well, Coach Reyes tells Blatch, he's the guy that we talked about. He's the guy that can shoot, because he just looked to them and Faye just lined it up with his feet set.
Deng is just patrolling the paint. Steps.
Travel, yep.
He can make that move as he's moving on the court, and then to stop and make a low post move, no.
No, it's not helped obviously by the fact he's got to worry for the first time in this tournament. He's going to have to worry about who's going to come over and help in terms of will he get blocked, will he not. And one of the the great stats for Senegal is that they don't give up a lot of free throws because they challenge. There's a little bit of fear as you go. They don't have to foul. And they're trying to block shots, but they're trying to block shots for athleticism. So it's a tough ask on the inside against them.
Dalmeida.
Oh, and Dye needs the ball. When he just shows to the ball after the reaction to the screen, he needs it.
But you know what they do very well? As there's a foul on Aguilar. I think the Philippines understand that Senegal, their strength is not passing the ball, especially entry passes into the post.
Absolutely.
So what they're doing is they have smaller players. They just front the offensive player, and they're the passer. Okay, try it. I know you have no confidence, and with me between you and your teammate, even less. Try it. Yep. The key, though, if they do launch that pass, is that the other defensive teammate rotates quickly.
Well, they have to do that, and in the situation they're in now, they have to be very active then, because they can't just stand. The guy coming to help should almost go after it and try and play below the hip, try and actually get a hand on it. For one of the few occasions in the tournament now, we've got Fajardo and Blatch in the game together. Obviously, we know why, because of the size and the way that Senegal play. But this will be really interesting. I think the Philippines could have used this, and in the future may have a great option to use this, because I think it'll be a tough ask, Fajardo, for the Senegalese to guard. He just is that type of player who's very, very difficult to match up on.
Blatch to the corner. Oh, they had Fajardo all alone. Turnaround jump shot. It's good.
Why would you pass it to someone 2 feet from the hoop when you can take 6 dribbles, spin on the spot, and nail a tough jump shot?
And by the way, and jump off the floor.
Absolutely, yeah.
Quite the athlete. This is your dream, huh?
Well,
You've been talking about it all week.
I know.
Fajardo and Blatch together.
It'll be interesting, this.
Offensive foul. Hamarin Dye with a push-off. That's his first.
The way they lined up then with Blatch literally running a more typical international 4 spot, as we see the layout, the guard, who really did do a good job by getting underneath that screen as they rolled. Blatch will run a little bit more perimeter here. Be interesting to see how that gives Senegal a problem, because Blatch is a good shooter.
Chan fake, loses the handle.
That's not where to go. It's a very dark place. There's a lot of tall people that just close out light as you pick it up.
Faye facing the basket. It's in. He leads Senegal with 11
of 14
of
points.
14 points.
And a lot of wide open perimeter looks for him.
Banging, but here's Ndai on the weak side. Chan, open 3, way off. Here's Fajardo. Oh, contact. Dalmeida.
Welcome to Senegal on that play for Fajardo.
Inside, Ndai, easy. Alley-oop.
Beautiful touch on that pass, because Deng was trying to post, so they had to guard him, so he just floated it over the pair of them, and then Ndai gets it. I just wish Senegal would try and play that more up-tempo style. It's got to start with their defense, but they've got so many people who can run and be so effective in that type of game.
But shouldn't the Philippines be getting into some early offense too?
Well, we think they're better that way. I think the reason they lost that crucial game yesterday is they slowed up.
And Puerto Rico started guarding them off the inbounds and making them make the first pass 7-10 seconds into the possession. And
there's the good double team. Tenaro's going after the ball. That's exactly what he needs to do. Then he got to rotate.
5 misses. The ball's in the hands of Deng, though.
Well, Fajardo's got to just compete a little better than that. He had the chance to haul that one in.
Less than a second between clocks.
I know they're doing this because of the end of the game. I just don't. Senegal aren't great when they run this sort of style of game. Yeah.
Almeida, low pass. Here comes Dieng for the 3. And there's a whistle and a foul on Tenorio.
Now, Tenorio did a reasonable job at scrambling around. He's just got to show that control, then contest it. If he makes it, he makes it. You don't send him to the free throw line.
Oh, he could have avoided that one.
Yeah, that's a cheap one too.
Yeah.
You know, he's in the air, he bumped him while he was in the air. It's going to cost him, well, it could cost him 3 points. And what was, double the lead on this play. And Campo has been one of the really consistent players for the Philippines in this tournament. Gets his first action with, obviously he'll play the second quarter, but with just 2 seconds to go.
He started yesterday, played most of the game with Puerto Rico. I mean, Tenorio played well in that game on offense, but he had to guard Barea, so there's no shame in trying to guard Barea and not doing well, because you simply add your name to a list of very talented and outstanding players.
Yeah, Barrera's been able to score on almost anybody because he can score. He's got lots of ways to hurt you.
Dieng, with 2.4 seconds to go, makes the second one.
He doubles the lead.
Paul Lee launches from half court, and the first quarter is over. It is a 6-point Senegalese lead over the Philippines, 19-13. We'll be back with the second quarter here at the Palacio Municipal de Deportes in Seville.
It's a real coaching challenge for Reyes with the bodies that he has compared to Senegal.
Alapag's in, along with Paul Lee. They're playing a zone now, 2-1-2 zone.
And that's a good call to go to the zone, as long as they really do bump and match up. One on the ball and everyone else really rotates. Great hands.
Alapag.
I don't think they realized about the Kraken's arms on that one. Gets a piece of that and deflected it.
Inside, Norwood outside. Inside to Del Campo. He wasn't quite ready. And we have a player just dropping to the ground. Dieng. He just fell.
I'm not really sure what happened because Alapag...
Yeah, he just fell. He got hit.
Del Campo's holding his head as though something happened to him.
Yeah, they must have knocked heads. Here we go. Oh, right there.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh.
Good game. Tell you, you've said it already. Camera right on the spot in terms of seeing that. And Dieng, as... well, he looked like he went down he looked like a heavyweight fighter who's gone down, and he's a little bit listless on the floor.
We saw they have a cut on Randy Del Campos. He's there's blood on the floor.
Yeah.
I tell you, we saw Alor Lafayette, the American who now has been a naturalized Croatian, one of their point guards, fall awkwardly to the ground, and at the end his head snapped into the floor.
Yeah.
And he was literally out cold for a few seconds.
Very groggy.
And I see Dieng right now getting up. It'd be interesting to see how he plays. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Dieng coming up to the campo saying no harm meant. You got to love that.
Well, and Dieng looks fine. I'm always inclined in this situation for someone to take him out of the game and just check. Oh, the head went back as well.
Oh.
I'm always inclined to say take him out, which you've got to do anyway because the trainer's come on, and check him out. There's various little tests you can do around concussion and stuff like that. Because...
oh, wow, they look like rams fighting over...
And Del Campo had a little bit of a better position, obviously not trying to have the position. He had more of an angle that his head didn't go back.
Oh, look at that cut.
But Dieng's head went way back.
Of course, Del Campo is not new to physical play.
No. But Dieng, such an important player for Senegal. Del Campo, such an important for Philippines. But Dieng, what a doctor must be happy with him because he's leaving him on his own. I'd be making sure the medical people are...
He's out of the game.
Yeah, he's sitting down. He's sitting down right on the end. He's right up this end of the bench, and the doctor's down the other end of the bench. I'd have thought he's sitting next to the coaching staff looking to come back. That's, he's
for a substitution
automatic reaction. I want to get back, and I'd want to do those little tests.
A foul by Hamadi Ndai, holding on to Andre Blatch. Now there's going to be an Asian competition in September as we see substitutions in. Let's see, Dieng doesn't get up yet. No, he goes back to the bench now. We see
Yeah, he's
oh, no,
coming
he's back in. We see Ibrahima Thomas come in for Senegal.
It's
There's a competition, and you either have to be native, or if you were naturalized, you have to be naturalized 3 years before. So now they have to appeal to try to get Blatch to play. Of course, they want him to play. He wants to play. It starts in September, on September 19th. Here comes Blatch. No good.
Well, Deng seems to be okay with a defensive rebound on that missed shot from Blatch, but
Blatch is 1 for 5.
He's had to settle for jump shots as well. He had the one little move to the hoop, but which was blocked.
And now he twisted an ankle, his left ankle. And Fajardo gets a rebound.
Well, that's the beauty of having them both, as Blatch is really skipping down the floor, trying to keep weight off that ankle.
And there goes Norwood, same side. He loves the left side of the court, and he's absolutely in rhythm today. I'd feed that young man.
Blatch is definitely struggling with the ankle. I think they're going to decide that if he doesn't ask to come out, they're going to take that line of let him see if he can walk it off.
Oh, what turnaround by Thomas.
Nice move.
I'm not sure he had that move thought out. He knew he couldn't go further with Fajardo blocking him to his right.
It's not, I don't think that's in his locker. I think he just found that one. But to be fair to him, his presence of mind, thought about it.
Blatch inside, tipped over by Deng. And a foul by Norwood. Let's see if there's any substitution. Nope. Jot Reyes says
he's
stay in there.
There's not a debate going on about him coming out, but Blatch then, mimicked the action of shooting the ball. And if there's a criticism of him from yesterday, it's not a bad criticism in many ways, but he overpassed at times. That's tough to say when someone's averaging 20 plus a game.
There's the twist.
Yeah, but he yesterday, like he did then, passed up an open look for himself, looking for a better shot for a teammate, and he's not a great passer.
Especially towards the end of the game. Job outside of Deng. Nice fake. Inside. And a foul at the end of the possession. But that was going to be a slam dunk.
Yeah, the foul.
That's a good foul.
Definitely happened before the buzzer too. And off shot, Coach Reyes is demonstrating to two officials what he thought about the footwork. But
Senegalese fans wanted to see the dunk. That was an NBA foul. That was a proper, hard foul.
See, and that's the other thing. I'm trying to protect my recommendation of Fajardo playing here. He gives you someone who can make that foul. Now, that might seem just a limited thing, but it's something the Philippines don't have. They have a physical presence when he's on the floor. That if he has to waste his 5 fouls and use them, then he's got in the position to do so.
But it's not like, what would the Philippines look like in this tournament without Blatch, with Fajardo as the starting center?
Oh, they wouldn't. They wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be sitting here saying how much fun they've been to watch, because they need Blatch and him. I think it's just because Blatch is mobile enough to play a little bit perimeter and inside. Fajardo's obviously just going to bang around the ring. It's because Blatch can do this.
Double pump and a score off the right side. Hey, you better double pump against the Senegal.
Yeah.
Ibrahima Thomas guarding him.
And again, he did it from the perimeter, backed his man in. If he has to start and bang around on the inside, I don't think he can go the number of minutes if he just bangs around too much.
2-3 zone. Thomas. Traveled. He shifted his pivot foot. Carlos Julio with a sharp eye.
The zone, that's what it's supposed to do. There's no space to attack. You've got help organized. I'd be keen on the Philippines staying with the zone for as long as Senegal don't get going from the perimeter. It's a really good option.
Paul Lee. Deng guarding Blatch. Takes a shot, 7 seconds to shoot. He was just measuring. He was just getting ready.
Love the relationship he's developed with Coach Reyes. He thanked him then because he told him the possession before, shoot that shot, they're offering it to you. And Blatch just knocked it down.
And I'm wondering, with that little gimpy ankle, if I were Deng, if I would close out a little bit further on that three-pointer.
Well, you definitely ask him to see if he can put it on the floor.
A gamble by Blatch. Launches a 3, it's offline. Rebounded by Alapag.
Fajardo again gave him the better option underneath, the bigger body in the middle, so that Blatch could play mobile.
No good. Norwood with his long arms corrals the rebound. Penetration inside to try to reach Fajardo, but there's Senegal putting their arms along the way.
Again, Paulie's not. He's a shooter and a scorer, isn't he? He's
Job. Well, he can penetrate with a dribble, but then you got to be careful with that pass.
Yeah, too
Here
much
we go,
traffic.
Lee.
That's his game.
Yes, sir. The Philippines takes the lead. 5:40 to go in the half.
Do what you do. That's the thing. You're at the highest level now. There's no higher level than this. This is the FIBA Basketball World Cup. You can't decide to do bits and pieces that you can sort of do. You do what you're best at here. You bring your game.
Open shot by Dieng, and he can't make it.
Nice little period here for the Philippines since they've gone to that zone. And Senegal got very, very passive against it.
Inside, Fajardo. Oh, he could drive all the way, but he passes up to Lee. He's feeling it.
And Reyes again thanks Fajardo straight away. Yeah, he could have gone up. I agree with you. Possibly should have gone up.
That the shooter, which will have very little time to shoot, has to catch it in an area that's comfortable.
Yeah, you're right.
Quickly take it up.
Yep.
At this level, the margin for error, even the pass, which produced a basket, could have been better.
Fajardo with a steal again. The quality and the precision of the pass is not there.
Alabag strikes again. 5 in the second half against Argentina. And off the timeout, they keep at it.
Well, it's great action defensively. And they're getting now because Senegal are trying to do things that they're not good at. You know, they're trying on half-court stuff where we run a bit of complicated action away from the ball. Just get it down there, stay in transition, get to the offensive ball hard and just shoot this, get inside this zone. Be aggressive against the zone. You can't stand there and let all 5 guys see the ball. It's in front of the zone is functional.
Jimmy Alapak, 3-time member of the PBA mythical first team in 2003, 2004 and 5, and then 2010 and 11. So quite a gap between years. Oh, blocked by Dieng, back in the hands of Lee, bounce pass, fake, and a foul by Jupp.
Well, fortunately, Paulie stayed with the play because it was off the dribble. That's just asking for the block in that scenario. But Fajardo again, you know, with Blatch on the perimeter, playing a little bit more forward. Fajardo gives him a little bit more of an inside presence. And he was just strong enough to hang on, try and create a bit of space. First free throws for the Philippines, I think. Yep, first trip to the line in 16 minutes of basketball.
Yep, he played for the University of Cebu and became the top overall pick in the 2002 PBA draft, joining the Petron Blaze Boosters, and that team became the San Mig Beermen, and he's played it for 2 seasons. This year, he averaged a double-double, PBA MVP in 2014, a member of the PBA mythical first team, all-defensive team, most improved player, you name it. They ran out of trophies to give this young man.
Oh, they probably had to pay him in kind by the sponsor.
The zone keeps up.
They're just going to offer this shot.
Maurice Ondour's on the game.
For the first time, they get it baseline and turn them.
And so's Papabaji. Dalmeida, no good. Guess who gets a rebound? Nor with a fake. Dribble drives. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
He traveled.
Did he? I don't know. It looked like a travel, but I'm not sure he did.
I think he jumped off his left foot.
Let's have a look.
Jumped off the left.
One. Yeah. Got a little. Well, no, I'm not sure still. Still just looked like a 2-step to me.
She's not in agreement.
No,
Neither is he.
Nor is he. They just moved. The Philippines fans have moved to a different corner today. They're now on the far side from us.
Well, they're on the bench, near the Filipino bench. Dieng had a shot. Drives in, outside to Jupp.
They are literally dried up.
Uh-oh. No good. Fajardo with a rebound, and the foul is, I believe, on Senegal, on Ndoye.
Well, the extra rebounder helps a lot. It's a 9-point lead. A chance with is it free throws? No, it won't be free throws. Just a.
That's the first foul on Mamadou Ndoye. Mamadou Ndoye, the 3rd point guard, having to play today because of the injury to Tierno Niang. His left knee twisted. We feared worse, but luckily for him and all of us, it wasn't a serious injury. Fajardo misses, and Ndoye grabs the rebound. Uh-oh, passing is a problem. Watch out! No, he ran out of gas.
Ran out of gas, got a bit worried.
Here comes a little step here, a little cha-cha by FIBAWC.
Yeah, Fajardo's body got in the way.
So the Kraken claimed the victim.
I don't
Let's
understand.
see what happened here.
I think he lost the ball on the way up, didn't
Yeah.
he? I don't understand the Blatch sitting down 3 minutes before the half, unless he's going to come straight back.
Unless that ankle hurts.
Well, he walked out pretty comfortably.
De Ocampo's back in. Pressure from the Senegal.
A good sign. Senegal struggling offensively. Change up your defense. Do something different.
Bounce.
Oh,
And a lay-in. He could have dunked it.
can he?
He could have. You know, I would against Senegal.
Yeah. I think there's always, as we've said when we've had them, you've got to take it through them.
Endure, open three, offline, and they just can't rebound. The zone is not only making passing difficult, it's even making rebounding difficult as there's a foul way before the basket. Again, it's on Mamadou Ndoye. That's his second. Time to huddle up and concentrate. And look who's talking. Is the young Gorgui Dieng.
See, the thing here for Senegal is because they're not attacking those gaps, even if they go inside, they just kick it out. And the skip pass that early, it's always in front of the defense. The defense can see everything. There's nothing that makes the defense turn in on itself. There's no post-up action. There's no overloading it. You know, they're just not attacking a gap, trying to overload one side, then reverse it, look inside on the ball reversal. Or more importantly, they've stopped running any form of transition basketball. Stop that zone setting up by shooting the ball early, get into transition.
Jimmy played his entire career with talk and text. That's quite unusual in any league, in any country. A lifer.
10 seconds to go on the possession, and the ball is only just getting below the foul line.
Yang, nice fake, looks for the backboard, no good.
Jump shot again, even though it was inside, still a jump shot.
Doer goes offline, they try an up and under, no room. 2 minutes to go.
Got to keep the ball moving now. They pushed it early. They don't. This isn't their type now. Unless they make a deep three, the defense has them.
The ball's kicked by Doer, and now it's a 14-second possession for the Philippines. They have a 13-point lead.
See, if Paul Lee was in the opposite corner when that, instead of dribbling the ball, he'd have been desperate for the ball to come out of that penetration, reversed him, so he has the shot.
Oh no, Fajardo, no good. He had 14 seconds. I'm not sure he was aware of that.
A lot of time to shoot that shot.
I'm not sure he was aware that the clock had reset. Inside, Baji, turn around, jump shot. It's good.
3 passes below the foul line. There's a little seam in the zone. They attack it.
A little cut.
Yep. Better ball movement.
Alapag. Oh, and again, Fajardo by the bucket with a couple of Senegalese draped around him.
And this is bonus time for Coach Reyes here because he's getting minutes of Blatch. Even though I question why he was out, he's not losing, he's not missing a beat with Blatch on the bench.
Ndoye misses. Rebound by Fajardo, his 5th. He's got 5 points.
Senegal just keep doing the same things far too often that aren't working.
Dieng now switches onto Alapag, which is exactly what the Philippine wants. 10 seconds to shoot, 1 minute to go. De Ocampo, one-handed set shot, no good, rebounded by Dieng, and he's fouled by Alapag.
They got 2 fouls to give, so I'm still not sure he needed to foul him, but
he just wanted more time to walk over to the offensive side. Here we go. El Granada, Gary David.
After those 2 big wins, they were in a great position.
They were in position to perhaps end up at the top of the heap.
Wow.
For a moment there.
You'd have expected them to challenge Argentina. I wouldn't have expected them to win, but they didn't challenge Argentina yesterday.
Coach Sarr saying that the players, as soon as they heard the Philippines had lost, they knew they were in, and they sort of lowered their guard. So we have another tough fall, and the foul's on Tenorio, and Ndoye slow to get up.
I mean, you cover a lot of sports, and teams that build momentum and get confident, and they get into a rhythm, and it doesn't matter which sport it is. They're in a good place as a group, and I thought this team looked like they were enjoying themselves, that they were playing a style, and they've gone flat.
Bad pass by Deng.
And it's hard for a young man like Deng, week in, week out, game in, game out, day in, day out, to carry a team like he was.
You're not a doctor. I'm not going to ask you to be one, but he hasn't done much since that bang in the head with Ocampo.
Yeah,
Here comes Ocampo again. Inside to David. There's Fajardo hustling. And that is the end of the half. The Philippines will go to the dressing room with a 13-point lead over Senegal. And Gorgui Dieng is frustrated right now with only 4 points and 3 rebounds.
Well, they've just had a 5-point second period. That's poor. The time you're together, and I think that maybe something Senegal and Coach Sarr will pick up. And not surprisingly, the Philippines still in their little 2-3 zone. And more surprisingly, Senegal come out and take a 3.
Oh, a quick pass, and Paul Lee just didn't run for the transition as quickly as Alapak calculated because he couldn't see him.
Well, I think it was either going out of bounds or he was going to make an assist, and so he just tried. And it would have been great for Philippines if it had come off.
But Senegal knows, as they're down 13, just underway in the third quarter, that third place is at stake. They would have to win, and then Argentina and Puerto Rico, win, and they would be third and avoid possibly Spain on the knockout stage in the second round as Gabe Norwood takes another rebound.
That's when they pick up that really easy game against Brazil, yeah?
Yes, in other words, you have a tough opponent anyway.
Anyway, yeah.
Paul Lee misses. There's Aguilar, and he's fouled by Hamadi Ndiaye.
This isn't a great start by Senegal because, one, they went out and just did the same thing down the other end.
You can't get into the flow down 13.
And Aguilar just outworked him on the glass. You know, the fans loving their time here in Sevilla. Who wouldn't, because it's a beautiful city? But that's really, in the first minute of this third quarter, they've gone down, settled for like a very poor 3, and then Aguilar has just outworked him on the glass. This team, if they're going to, I'd go as far as this. If they're going to play this flat, then they may as well take Gorgui Dieng out to try and protect him. Because if they're not going to play this game in the way that they can to be successful, you know, the Philippines are going to get a much-deserved win. The fans go home on a bit of a positive.
There's no wasted game.
No.
Look at Philippines. Look at the Philippines. Formally eliminated,
yeah,
and they're not wasting this game.
No such thing as a dead game in international basketball because you're playing for your country.
But beyond that as well, if that's not enough, it's a chance to succeed. It's a chance to get better. Oh, we go a strip by Blatch.
Did not move that defense before they tried to make the move on the inside.
Cross-court pass to Lee. Touch pass to Alapag. Ooh.
Nice find.
Wow. And Norwood misses, and the ball's in the hands of Faye. What a pass by Alapag through the defense.
Really did. He looked the other way. Really did find a great look.
Doyd, beautiful move. A fake off Blatch. Rotation came late.
He tacked the basket after one pass in transition. Defense not set.
Early offense.
Attack the space.
They're playing a little zone as well. Alapag inside. Oh! Japeth Aguilar with the stuff.
Well, we talked about athletes before the game, taking it above the ring, and Aguilar in a blue uniform, as opposed to anyone in a white Senegal uniform, took it to the ring harder than anybody's done all game. Again, he's behind the zone. He comes up the gap between the back and the middle. Great play.
Shoved by Aguilar, 2 shots for Hamadi Ndiaye.
Who was shoving Aguilar when he was going up? Who got physical with him? No one. Deng tried to block, but he was far too late. He got away with a walk, but who cares? You know, in this situation, who cares? He called it, then took 2.
He plays for Barangay Ginebra. He's 27 years old. He looks younger.
He does look younger.
His father, Peter Aguilar, was a former player in the PBA. He ended up with the Western Kentucky University Hilltoppers in the NCAA Division I in the United States. He was only a reserve, wasn't very happy, played 2 seasons, ended up injured, but he was selected first overall in the PBA draft by the Burger King Whoppers in 2009. He was traded to Talk and Text after one game with the Whoppers. Speaking, he just lost the handle.
I think I'm gonna have to go to the Philippines and watch some of that league.
Oh, beautiful runner and a floater by Dalmeida.
Early offense, attack a gap. We're gonna sound like a tape recording here in this game. This is not a complicated game to work out. They don't have many complicated options to take. And they've closed it to 12, but they're still in a bit of a hole, Senegal.
Stripped by 5, recovered by Blatch behind the back, becoming a trademark. Tough shot, beautiful block by 5. Here we go, Dalmeida. They try to foul him. Inside, Dieng just lost the handle.
That's why the referee should call that foul. There's no such thing as advantage in that situation. They've given up a foul. He was fouled at the half court. You don't make decisions about that sort of advantage. Blow the whistle. They're trying to foul, and all that's happened now is Senegal have lost the ability to use their defense to get transition. They were fouled in transition. They turn it over. Lee stops. He knows he's fouled. He says, why haven't you called it? And there's no advantage in letting that play develop.
I think everybody thought there was
everybody in the gym.
Stoppage.
Referees are making a decision there about what's going to happen, not what's actually happened. It's a real bugbear of mine in that situation.
I hadn't noticed.
Well, and they'll turn around and say, you didn't want us to stop the break? Yes, I did, because that sort of stuff might happen.
Dieng with a rebound as Norwood misses the second. 13-point lead.
Paul Lee was just about to turn around and literally bitch at the official for not calling the foul if Senegal had scored.
Oh, nice pass inside and die. Let's see what he can do. Loses the handle. Blatch with verticality. And look at Dalmeida trying to struggle, take the ball away from the bigger, and now he reaches in for the foul.
So that's a foul, and the no call was no foul because it's in the half court, because the game is set up. I'm sorry, I'm not a referee. I'm a coach, and from a coaching perspective, you want the foul called. Both teams want the foul called.
That's a rare occasion, right?
Yeah, because they're all getting positive out of it.
Against the zone. Little ball moving here. Corner 3. Too long. Rebounded by Blatch. Fake. Blocked and fouled by Ndoye.
Again, the rotation from Senegal. We get a chance to see this again. The ball was skipped. So at that point, everybody from the Senegalese defense was on the inside of Andre Blatch. By the time the ball is shot, Andre Blatch has inside position. They didn't rotate. They're very static. There's too much space around the ring. That space doesn't exist when the Philippines are on defense. They might have the athletic jumping ability, but they've got position.
Again, as we see Blatch make the first free throw, Dieng is either tired or suffering the effects of that bang in the head. I'm not sure which. He's not sharp. He's sort of going half speed.
Yeah, the bang on the head is a worry because of what it might be.
Right.
But this is 5 games, 6 days.
That could easily be the case.
And he's carrying his team. I think the bang on the head is definitely not helping. And I just hope that's all it is. He's just not helping.
5 dribble drives. Ndoye back to Dieng. He loses the handle. 3 to shoot. Inside. Turnaround shot. It's good. A rare, successful half-court operation by Senegal.
Turned the defense 2 or 3 times during that.
Blatch all the way in. Oh, he gets hit by Ndoye. Ball comes loose. Ali, no, just a layup at the rim against the backboard. So now they're making a move. Senegal still 11 points down.
Still 11 down, even though you get the feel that they're getting back into it. Bodies all over the floor on the previous possession.
Blatch. Lee launches a 3. Short. Norwood. Back to Lee. Crossover inside. Aguilar was hiding. Alapak. Beautiful. 10 seconds still to shoot. Tremendous ball movement. And now Senegal up ahead with 5, and there's a foul by Norwood.
You like it, though. You like it from the Philippines.
They reverse side.
And that's what generated the offensive rebound, because they had moved the defense by the ball movement. The defense had been turned. It had to just turn in on itself so that it was actually not aware of where the players had moved to. The gaps were there. Blatch is going to come out. Coming out more in this game than he's been able to in other games because of the matchup scenarios. But, you know, Paulie was given a wide open shot. He's now 2 from 3 from there. So, you know, overall, you're going to take that. And he took it wide open in rhythm.
Massive substitution. Only Gabe Norwood remains. De Ocampo, Chan, Tenorio, and Fajardo back in. Here's Dieng, and again, he didn't look crisp.
There's the difference between Ocampo at the back of that zone and Andre Blatch.
Ball bounced off the arm of Ndoye. Belongs to the Philippines with 17 seconds to shoot.
Well, if the Senegalese run or the way the game has the feel of going continues for 1 or 2 more sets, expect Andre Blatch to come straight back. I hope he comes straight back.
6 points, 3 rebounds, 3 steals for Norwood. He's playing against his own now. It's a 2-1-2 zone. Drives in the crease. In and out. And here's Fajardo. And the foul's before the shot by Dieng.
Well, it's another example of what you were saying about Dieng. You know, he's a little bit slow on the rotation, a little bit slow to react to the missed shot. He's turned, he's not really going after it. Whereas Fajardo, the Kraken, gives a little give me some space. Sort of threw him off with that little elbow.
24-year-old, born in Compostela. During his rookie season, he earned a silver medal at the 2013 FIBA Asia Championships. All rookie team, second mythical team. Playing for San Mig. And San Mig did something that rarely happens. I believe the last time it happened was 18 years before, which is you have 3 different conferences or competitions within 1 year. They won all 3.
Well,
it's called a Grand Slam.
And with that level of competition, very competitive league, that's a phenomenal performance.
Tremendous, tremendous. And he was essentially the MVP for that team. Epa, little elbow commerce between Chan and Ndai.
Chan doesn't need it, doesn't need to react.
Almeida, the ball accidentally falls into the hands of FaZe. He can't make the basket. Back into the hands of no one. It belongs to the Philippines.
Got to credit Leo Campo on that one, just kept it alive, stayed active. Yeah, there's no reason that the Philippines should get so much action on the offensive glass if Senegal box out first, and then just they'll own the glass if they box out first.
De Ocampo loses the handle, and he double dribbled, trying to get it back. You know, you mentioned that you've seen that also in the NBA with the sort of rules that they use and the athletes that they have, that sometimes when you're that athletic and you can jump that high and your arms can reach so far, you think you can get those rebounds through that effort, and instead you really need to box out.
Yep.
And they're not good boxing out.
No, it becomes jumping competitions, doesn't it?
One player that always has a rebound taken from him, believe it or not, is LeBron James, as good as he is. Jeff Chan, backboard, it's good. It's like he's playing pool, he's playing billiards.
It's
uses that backboard like a little bump in a corner.
Best friend on the floor. You know, this is a 13th, and Senegal have picked the game up a little bit, but they haven't been able to close the margin. And the game has still a feel that Senegal have got to up their level of just activity.
Faye, corner 3. He's content with the corner. Here we go, Tenorio. No look pass. No good shot by Norwood. Up ahead, watch out, Dieng. Dunks it.
He bowed out, then he ignored. If he's going to bow out, don't take the shot.
And now we have Ndai, who's had those back pains, on the floor, crumpled. They just asked him a question as to what hurts. Look at this.
Well, when you have a bad back, just any of us, you know, us normal people, when you have a bad back, nothing is easy. To then have to haul your body around for 40 minutes and have it banged around like he did then.
Yeah, that's his back. He just got it banged with Fajardo. A simple bang.
You can't protect it. You can't carry it. You can't do a lot with it. It's just going to hurt. It depends how bad it is and then all the medical advice you get, because it starts to affect everything. I don't think we're going to see any more playing time for Hamadeh Ndai today.
And they're going to miss him. He's one of the veterans. He knows his role.
Right.
He's great at the offensive glass, putbacks. He'll get you a few points.
Well,
He'll open up perimeter shots just by being down low.
Well,
We've seen him this week, Mark. Before he enters the game, he spends, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes just warming up just to get his back ready.
Well, it's going to be a difficult trip for him, wherever they're going to Madrid after this.
Oh, bad pass by Phi. Again, the passing needs to be precise. They just blew 2 points, and Ndoye makes sure that they get some points out of this one. A turnover, a score, and with 2:02 to go, it's an 8-point game. Chot Reyes calls a timeout to the game. That's about 2 hours on the fast train.
Yeah, that's on the fast train.
Here we go, intercepted. A little lazy pass, Ndoye takes it.
Jimmy Alapag's going to
Launches another three, no good. Down low, Dieng fakes, blocked and fouled by Blatch.
Well, the other way of dealing with a scenario, I love this moment because Blatch is, he's looking as though he's not happy with just what's just been called. LA Tenorio and Reyes have just had a little bit of conversation about the turnover before, and all that tells you is this team wants to win. This team has come all the way to Sevilla, been unfortunate to lose 3 games by 4 points and less. Went to overtime in Croatia, has a chance to win, and at the moment they're starting to give that opportunity away because this Senegal hasn't changed. I don't see any change in what Senegal has done.
Well, they're getting into their offense a little bit earlier.
But most of the time off of bad decisions, turnovers by the Philippines.
And that really helps them, accelerate their offense as Dieng makes the free throws, and now it's a 6-point game. Pressure off the inbound. Maurice Ndoye came in for Hamadi Ndiaye.
But this is pretty much the lineup that generated the big run in that second quarter for the Philippines, with Alapag at the point and Lee at the 2, Norwood with the 3, and the big boys on the inside.
So Senegal is now down 2 rotation players. Alapag, open 3, no good. Fajardo and Blatch fight over the ball, and it belongs to Senegal.
Well, they had 2 blue shirts on the ring again. It's just they had inside position. The ball just favored Senegal. Dieng is literally running on empty. If he was your car, that dial would be on 0 right now. And it's in that area of how far can I go without finding a station.
And he's just starting the third quarter. Ndoye, he's fresh, 22-year-old, speaks Japanese, English, French, Wolof, and Seré, the last 2 local Senegalese languages. Blatch misses, and it's again off the hands of Fajardo. It belongs to Senegal.
Well, no, they've given it back to the Philippines.
Back to the Philippines.
Surprisingly, but I think that was one of those, you're much closer as the official, you can see it.
Look at this. I'm back, coach. Look at this. Look at this. Unbelievable. Ball's off Ndoye as Blatch was about to fall out of bounds.
In a bad position there. Unfortunate, Philippines are going for, teams, this happens in games. You're going to get runs of points, and the Philippines are in one of those dry spells at the moment. You've got to go back to things that work like that. Get it on the floor, attack the hoop, and instead of settling for jump shot, Blatch gives them that other dimension that no one else on his team can do. And now he's got a chance to tick the scoreboard over for the first time in a while for the Philippines to get them off this 48 points.
Blatch, so far, 10 points, 9 boards, 4 turnovers. That also comes with a package. 1 steal, 2 offensive rebounds. But he's missed 9 of 12 shots from the field. Fajardo, wow, against the best of Senegalese defense.
Great offensive rebound, but he was massively outnumbered, and you could argue with 30 seconds to go, bring it out.
15 seconds on the shot clock, so it's about a 16-second differential. Dalmeida penetrates all the way, but he can't make the basket. Hit the hardest part, couldn't get the easy part in. Two-three zone. Alapag, no good. Fajardo can't shoot, and that will be the end of 3. 49-44. Senegal wins the quarter 20-12.
Senegal have a real chance to get back in if they maintain what they were doing in the third.
Again, Senegal needs to win to give itself a chance to go for third quarter. Oh! Oh! A foul and a three. A rare possible 4-point play.
I wouldn't mind seeing it again because the decision on the screen at the top of the zone. Well, he went underneath. If you're going underneath, you've decided that you're quite happy if you're going to give him anything, you give the shot. You don't then foul it. If Alaplag makes it, well, you've made the decision. You've made the decision that he might shoot the three. Don't foul it.
By doing what you did with the screen.
Yeah, absolutely. You've made that.
Don't make it worse.
No. The guy at the back could have been a bit active, but obviously the rule was to go under, well, I hope the rule was to go under the screen because that's where he went.
Endure with 3 pumps, no good.
3 pump, no rhythm.
Del Campo looking for an alley-oop. Fajardo collects, no good. It lands in the hands of Fai.
A little too relaxed on that shot, the big man.
Almeida had a shot, corner to Endure. Yes.
That time, no fake, no pump fake, no anything. Caught it, I'm the same distance from the basket I was before, different spot. Caught it, shot it in the rhythm that you play in.
Last time he was a little bit flat-footed. Alapag, bad pass, collected by Deng.
Never made the defense adjust. There was one pass to the wing, still high up. So everyone's looking at that penetration. You've got to try and make the defense shift.
Almeida trying to
Tough
beat
move.
Fajardo to the backboard. He does. The 5-point Philippine lead. And still a little bit of pressure off the inbound. That worked against the Philippines. That Puerto Rico did that well. Inside, nice fake of a 3. Del Campo needs a lot of time to set up his shot. Goes all the way in, no good. Deng with a rebound.
Paul Lee was naked in the corner, completely naked. No one
5.
anywhere near him.
Again, a corner 3.
Great job by Deng.
Yes, turnaround and a bucket. So now it's a 3-point Philippine lead.
Again, off of a block that time.
Ball goes out of bounds. It belongs to Gilas and with 18 seconds to shoot.
That was off of a block. And again, broken play situation. Get the shot going, get on the glass. It's, you could have a lot of fun with this Senegalese team if you played that way all the time.
Jimmy Alapag off the black screen. They went over, but he just had enough room. That's all he needs. Jimmy right now is 3 of 7 from behind the arc. Endure. And a foul by Blachuk. Another cheap foul. That is his 3rd. Almeida. Fai. Inside. Wow. Roll around. No good. Great defense by Norwood on Fai.
Well, just give it to, could have gone to the corner, which would have really flattened out that zone.
In and out. Fajardo. It's in. And the foul.
We are going to sound like a tape recording here, but the ball never stuck. Norwood slowed it up a little bit by hanging on to it, but the ball was swung, came back, opened up the middle. Fajardo then gets the chance to get on the offensive glass because the defense has been pulled by the decent ball movement.
Junmar Fajardo, 61%, 63%, 65%. That's in each of his seasons in the Philippines. That's where he hovers, and he misses the shot. So now it's an 8-point lead, 7 minutes to go in the 4th. Endure. Very static offense. Nobody's cutting, nobody's moving. Oh, they had Endure alone. Now the pass, the fake. And is it on time?
No, they've given it.
They're giving it to him.
You know what? There's part of I think that Coach Reyes is right. We really have to look again because he had to change the shot.
Oh, ball on the floor. Here comes Almeida and a foul, and it's the 4th on Blatch, a frustration foul. And he knows it, his 4th. Disgusted with himself. That's another cheap one.
Yeah, mid-court fouls. They're the fouls, you know, you're looking at some of the other teams in this group as Blatch has to sit down. You don't see the Greeks and the Argentinians, for example, making those fouls. They're key people. They've got enough trouble fouling when the guard in the basket, let alone trying to go for those steals.
Because they're undersized, typically, at the high level, at the highest level, and they know they need those fouls to make inside shooters who are bad at the line try to earn them from out there and give themselves a better chance. And
absolutely,
those fouls may be a 4-point difference in a game, and that may be the winning margin.
Well, and they've lost by what, 3 games by less than 4.
Alapag, no good. Unlimited range.
Now Senegal have to move it, keep moving. Don't pull it out. Try and be aggressive now.
Move it inside. Yang, nice drop step, but no good.
Well, he's on his own out there in terms of real size, in terms of going to the glass.
Intercepted by Yang, up ahead to find Norwood fouls though, watch out. It's in.
Good control by Fire, good decision by Norwood. He really would have had to go in a difficult circumstance to foul then.
4-point game, pressure continues, the ball's tipped. Lee has it. And there's a foul.
Why don't Senegal play with this much activity for the game? Even in the half court, even if they go full court, they're not, they're not as
deep.
They're not very deep, I know, but there's guys on that bench who are athletic who could play this sort of defense. And they're so much more effective as a team.
Inside, deflected by Dur, not in time by Alapag. They ran out of time. That deflection really undid their plans.
It's it. Coach Reyes, throughout this tournament, has been in this situation every game. He's now faced with another close finish with 5 to go in the 4th. Does this team believe it can win a game that's close?
Dur could have done an alley-oop. Now he faces the basket and shoots over Del Campo. RDO on defense.
Well, there's the effect of having Blatch on the bench again. You know, he gives up a half-court foul. Doesn't help his team in this situation right now.
Norwood very cautious with the dribble for a guy that looks to have a decent handle. Paul Lee inside, try to reach Fajardo, and a foul on Lee after he turned the ball over.
Called it unsportsmanlike. Let's have a look.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Wow.
He hooked him, no question about it.
Oh no, there's a foul.
It's a foul.
As he lost possession, he hooked back. Well, you see that happen a lot. People with frustration of losing the ball try and reach back for it.
Tenorio back in the game now.
Coach Reyes is looking for a combination. He really has been rotating his options at the guard spot. He took Tenorio out after a mistake, which he doesn't normally do. But he's almost not clutching at straws. That's too strong a statement. But he is really desperately trying to find a unit that's going to function for these last 5 minutes. And Blatch has had to come back, obviously had to come back. If Deng makes this and ties it up and Senegal have a possession, it's a huge possession in the game, the next one from the half court.
Looking for his 14th point. He already has 12 rebounds, a double-double. No good.
It's still a big possession because they could take the lead. And it's a long time since they had their noses in front. Well, it's man to man now, but they're playing man to man inside the 3-point line. They're going to offer the 3.
7 to shoot. Inside. Bad pass, and it belongs to the Philippines.
See, we talked about that right at the beginning of the game. That was a great duck in because they had Blatch on the 3-point line. All they had to do was make a good pass, not a great one, just a good one, and they turn it over. And that's what the Philippine philosophy was right early in the game. As they're not a great passing team, if you protect the middle, they will turn it over.
Well, that's a point of emphasis for the younger categories in Senegal. That's what they have to work on. Norwood, corner three. They look for the ball, and here comes Dalmeida.
His team need to commit to the break. He only had one person with him on the break. They can win this game in transition, Senegal.
Faye, nice strip by Blatch, but it's off his hand.
So now they find themselves with only like 11 seconds on the possession, when if they'd have run the floor, they may have had a good option in transition.
Dieng back to Dalmeida. He wants him to take a shot. He gets in the crease. Now the Kraken shows up. Faye, three. Step aside three. No good. Fajardo with a rebound. Blatch bringing it up like he so loves. And a shove and a foul by Maurice Ndour.
It's a crazy foul.
His second.
That's the third team foul, and we could end up, you know, it comes down to a free throw shootout.
I think Jake Starr agrees.
He's on the sideline. The rest of his team was back and behind him. The only thing you can bail him out is that no one communicated. Oh.
Blatch floater, it's in. 3-point lead.
How do you leave the most prolific scorer in this group wide open on the foul line? He smiles, he can't believe it either. This Senegalese team has all the tools. They've just got to be under the right rules, under the right instruction.
Dieng.
Nice move by Dieng.
Oh, and a hard foul, and another grimace.
Chance for points here.
Makes the first.
And you can't actually, you know, if someone wants to do it and they're a reasonable shooter, then go with the guy if he's that confident.
He and number 7 Mamadou Ndoye played together under Jake Sarr with UGB in the Senegalese league. He makes both, and now it's again a 1-point Filipino lead.
No Dieng in the game. This is as small as the Senegalese can be in terms of their lineup at the moment.
Chan. Jeffrey lines up a three, drives. Inside, oh, too much traffic. Here comes Dalmeida, 3-on-2. All the way to the hoop goes Faye. And now, Senegal takes the lead. 2.5 to go. Oh, Fajardo was all alone.
Yeah, you've got to look down the floor.
Alabak never saw him.
Never looked.
He hides along that baseline.
Ball still hasn't got.
Inside, here we go.
Big to big.
We were calling out.
Big to big.
High-low post play. Philippines up top again.
Good job by Fajardo, because like that stretches the floor getting behind that defense.
Faye with a three, no good. And Blatch with a rebound. You've mentioned how happy he's been. He's 3 of 11 from behind the arc. Tenorio.
Why change? Why go away? Throw it to Blatch at the high post. See what happens.
He drives, pushes off Ndour, ball's loose, he puts it in.
All right, by hook or by crook, whatever way you want to word it. They got him they got the ball to the high post. Yeah, he got a little lucky.
These teams will get Friday off, whoever advances, and then back at it Saturday, Sunday. And that will be the elimination round. Simple elimination. No point carryover. Dieng against Fajardo.
Great job by Alapak to come and double team.
Ndour misses, and the ball back in the hands of Ndoye, the captain. Last minute of play. Oh boy. Senegal down 3. The crowd gets into it.
Gotta take it to the ring.
Ndour. They're just thinking 3 all the way.
Well, they've got another offensive rebound.
Dalmeida inside, Ndour. Hounded. Outside. Great patience. It's in! The captain showed up and ties the game at 64 with 33.1 seconds to go. Faye guarding Norwood. Alapak hounded by Dalmeida. Blatch fronted by Ndour. He finally gets the ball, 15 seconds to shoot. Try to give him some room. There's really no room for him. Let's see what he tries to do. 8 seconds to shoot now. Driving, banging, loses the ball. Puts it down, throws it. No good. The ball out of bounds. It belongs to the Philippines.
He has no timeout. He's just going to have to trust
8 seconds
his guys.
to shoot. The Ocampo and Lee are in.
Now, Coach Reyes has said he's been poor. He was poor in the end game situation. He's now got 8 seconds to win their first game in the World Cup. Get a W in your Basketball World Cup column. Alapag will win the game. Blatch will have to give it up.
Oh, ball's loose. Tenorio, drive, shoots, and the game is over. We're going to go into overtime. Second overtime game in Group B action. Second overtime game for the Philippines.
Is this Jimmy Alapag time? What a great finish that would be.
Alongside Coach Mark Clark, former UK national team head coach. My name is Alvaro Martin. Welcome to the second overtime game as Norwood makes Dalmeida's life a little bit more difficult. Now, 12 seconds to shoot, and that's not good. I mean, short clock situations for Senegal can be tricky.
Absolutely tricky, unless they throw it inside.
They're playing a little zone. Here's Dalmeida with a long shot. It's in and out and in.
Three.
3-point lead for Senegal. Third place at stake. The possibility of third place, I should say, at stake for Senegal.
So they've got to get to the ball, but they've really got to contest anything on the glass.
Norwood, cross-court pass. Ooh, dangerous pass and a foul by Ndoye as Tenorio drives.
Well, they had a foul to give. So it only just puts them into the penalty. And as we said before, Senegal don't foul a lot. They don't foul people shooting a lot. And that's really helped them in that last period.
Why foul when you can block them?
You definitely shouldn't reach as they're penetrating past you.
They open up the court for Blatch. Ndour. Blatch goes over the defense and scores over Deng.
That high post area, that's where whatever Blatch does with it there, passes, penetrates or shoots, it really is the area they should try and get the ball into. They can't help because Fajardo's down low.
Oh, stripped by Blatch. The ball goes to Dalmeida, and he picks it up again. There was no backcourt violation. Here we go. Alapag with a strip. I'm sorry, Tenorio up front to Alapag. Oh, he's fouled, and it's, let's see. Opa, there's a little tiff here between Ndoye, Blatch, and Tenorio. The captain, very cool, and Tenorio wants to talk it over as Alapag remains down.
Norwood doing a great job at the moment. Alapag should leave because trainers have been on, but
he just slipped. Ndour slipped, that's why.
Yeah.
It wasn't, Ndour had the bad luck of slipping. As we see the play, Alapag picks it up, and then Ndour just slips right here.
Yep.
And creates that inbounds fall by Alapag on his side or back. See, he just slipped.
Just slipped underneath.
So there was no bad intention, it was just an unfortunate.
And LA Tenorio doesn't help the situation then by asking for the unsportsmanlike foul at all. Because he's the closest to it. He would have seen what really happened. Referees did a decent job. They could have overreacted to this.
And Ndour shaking Alapag's hand, make sure that he understands there was no ill will. And they actually lost track of the ball. Alapag has to go get it.
But they've given an unsportsmanlike foul?
Yes, they are. After a little discussion from the trio. Bolasevic, the main referee from Serbia, with the ball. Senegal up 1, a chance for a tie and a lead and a possession. There's the tie.
He clearly slipped. He clearly slipped.
But maybe they just gauge effect, not intention. No, doesn't get the lead. Tie game again. Norwood to inbound.
Not too much damage done by the decision, whether it was right or wrong. Back where we were at the start of overtime.
Zone by Senegal. Blatch behind his back, attacks, and he dunks it! Philippines up by 2. 3.5 to go.
The whole of the defense just was frozen. No one came across on the help at all.
Swiss cheese defense.
And that's the effect of Fajardo on the weak side. They don't want to leave him alone.
And though again, short, rebounded by Deng. He had a shot right there. Passes it up. Faye works his way in, and it's tipped back by either Ndour or Faye.
I think Ndour, and he's had a tremendous effect on this game in the fourth quarter and overtime.
Alapag. Blatch wasn't ready. Back to Alapag. 16 seconds to shoot. Tenori had a notion to flash into. Blatch with a 3. No good, way off. Here comes Ndour.
Repeat it, get it to Blatch in the high post, or at least use the fact that he's guarded in the high post. Don't have him step right out. He's a good shooter. If he wants to pop out to there after he's touched, that's fine.
Dalmeida, bounce pass. Dieng inside to Dalmeida. Outside to Ndour for the 3, and it's no good. Blatch with a rebound.
Ndour looked a little slow and heavy on that shot.
Oh, Fajardo's all alone as Dieng falls to the floor. That floor may be wet.
Blatch in the high post, show him the basketball.
Corner shot. Norwood, no good. Rebounded by Dieng. Dalmeida up the middle. Fouled, and that's a 5th by Blatch. He saw a little blur next to him. He just reached over, aiming for the ball, grabbing too much of Dalmeida. So Andre Blatch now leaves with 18 points, 14 rebounds, 5 turnovers, 1 assist, and 1 steal.
And Dalmeida, after making the clutch free throws in the win over Croatia, steps back to the line to give his team the lead.
Ronnie Del Campo comes in for the Philippines.
He is pretty much the best free throw shooter they have on the roster.
And he's played an awful lot of minutes. He's got 39 and counting. Gorgui Dieng, 42 minutes played. He had to step out for that injury, otherwise he's been on the court.
Those 2 little injury breaks is all he's had.
Tenorio had a shot.
Philippine basketball, play Philippine basketball here. Keep it spread, open up the floor, try and get the good early look, and back yourself now.
Inside, Del Campo, inside to Fajardo with a beautiful fake to tie the game at 71, minute 33 to go. Come on, says Chot Reyes. Oh, again, Norwood with that huge wingspan. Behind the screen. Faye, a 3. Too long, and in the process, Faye commits a foul on Del Campo. Nice box out.
And Del Campo has to walk the length of the floor. Becomes a free throw shootout on any foul.
We talked earlier about boxing out.
Well, and there you see it. And we commented when the stat came up about the fact that the Philippines was winning the battle on the glass. And for all the athleticism, for all the talent, a simple box out may well be very decisive right now, as long as he makes the throws.
He does. Del Campo with his first free throw. 74% for the Philippines as a team, 76% for Senegal. And they've attempted about the same amount of free throws. Ronnie Del, part of a basketball playing family, pro playing family. Here we go. 2-point lead, minute 10 to go. Welcome to clutch time.
Throw it inside. Please give Ding a chance to get it on the inside. There's the one to the inside. Oh,
no good. Rebounded by Ding.
Oh.
And a foul on Ding, a push off on Fajardo before the shot. That was a late whistle.
Well, it was. He was already putting it back up. We'll have a look. We get the benefit of a replay.
Right. I mean, Fajardo doesn't seem to me to be a flopper. Here we go. Yeah, hand to the back, clearly.
That's a good spot in that much traffic.
So Fajardo to the line. Fajardo today has attempted 5 free throws. He's made 3. Again, a 60-some% free throw shooter normally. Soft. That's now a long possession that divides the Philippines from Senegal. Let's see if he can make it 2 possessions.
Well, a 60-odd% free throw shooter, that looked pretty smooth. All he has to do, forget the stat, forget the moment, and just do the same thing.
He does. Under pressure, Senegal down 4, 55 seconds to go.
Well, they went inside last time.
Deng launches a 3, it's short, in the hands of Alapag. Now they're gonna have to foul, and they do. And now the Philippines can put this one away and come home to Manila with a win.
Alapag in his last game up, possibly, as you've said, he's got a chance to go to the free throw line and pretty much ice this. Still a long time in the game, 45 seconds. But like again, Deng shooting the 3 after 1 pass. They went inside last time, should have scored.
And Hamadi Ndai, backache and all, comes in as Dieng commits his 5th foul and has to leave the game with a double-double. 13 points, 14 rebounds.
Well, debatable decision to put him back when they know they're in the second round. But I think that's more about him asking almost to go back.
You mean Ndai?
Yeah. Got the back problem, you're down, you're down in the game, you've got other bodies on the bench.
Chance for Alapag to make it 2 long possessions here. Yep, 6-point lead.
They don't need to foul now, they just need to delay it.
Ndour launches a 3. It's in! A 3-point game! Senegal's not dead yet.
Not dead by any stretch.
Pressure. Ooh, Norwood, watch out. Over to Del Campo. Tenorio on the other side.
Alapag needs it.
Back to Norwood, back to Alapag. The captain. He's fouled by the captain.
Don't foul him now with 9 seconds on a shot clock.
That's exactly what Jake Sarr is pointing at, the shot clock, as he talks to
9 seconds left on the shot clock, 22 seconds left on the game. There were a lot of minutes, lot of time rather left in this game. But if you're not experienced at closing out games at this level, if you're not experienced in this way, you will make those silly decisions. Oh.
Misses a shot.
Okay, if he misses both, it's a great decision. It's obviously not, because Alapag is going to make.
Japeth Aguilar comes into the game. Nope, not yet. No substitutions yet.
They missed the opportunity. If he makes this,
he does. Followed by Jimmy Alapag off the bench with 16.
And Fajardo off the bench with his 15. So, got to go early. They've got to go early.
Corner shot, Ndour fakes, shoots, misses. Rebounded by Norwood on a foul by Senegal. 11 seconds to go, and the fans can feel it.
And these guys, the fans, have been faced with heartache for 4 games. They really do deserve, the fans deserve their moment here. The players are earning their moment, and they really deserve that if they can close this game out.
Oh, no, not yet. He misses the first free throw. Still 11 seconds. It'll be very difficult to tie or win this game for Senegal, possibly without Philippine help at this point. Makes it second. No time for Senegal. Dalmeida brings it up the court. No one to pass. Down into Ndai, but that's only 2 points.
Well,
And the quick foul.
at least it gives them the shot at it. If they go down the floor and miss both of these throws, they'll have a shot at it. It was always going to be a long shot after the made free throw. But at least the quick two gives them, if Alapag, how fitting is this?
13 assists for Jean Dalmeida.
Damn.
Makes the first. 4-point game. Now it's a 2-possession game. Critical free throw. Could it be that Jimmy Alapag will score the last point of the first win in the Philippines here in almost 4 decades?
He's jumping around like a 16-year-old, not a 36-year-old.
Well, I don't know. I'd like to get a little of his fountain of youth. 1 second, it's over. The basket is good. The game is over. For the first time in 36 years, the Philippines wins a game at a World Championship, World Cup level, and it's a just reward for Team